Good afternoon, gamers. Elden Ring DLC. So, I made this video because I wanted to see if I could farm ruins in the DLC, like we can in the base game, you know, with the Albinaurics and where the tree sentinels are in the dragon. So that being said, getting my butt kicked, handed like most of us, by Rodon, Malika's consort, you know, getting our butts kicked. So I thought, okay, you know what? Enough butt kicking. I'm gonna go see if I can farm some ruins, and then from there, beef up my intelligence, beef up my vigor and my endurance. With that, moving on. So I watched a YouTube video, and in that video was what this gentleman recommended. He recommended that you come here to Fingerstone Hill. Now, if you haven't made it here yet in the DLC, it's basically you want to go through Shadow Keep, and you have to have the progressed through this to where you get to this Shadow Keep back gate, and then on to the tree worship on through here. You know, yeah, you can see. So, if you've made it here, great job. If you haven't made it here, keep plugging away. This is not that video to show you how to get there. So that being said, sorry for that. So we're here at Fingerstone Hill. And again, this is a field where we can farm ruins, just like, you know, in the base game with the Albinaurics. Now, side note, if I may, right here, you can see this path here on the way to off this, or just shoot across. Either way, there's a crater, and in that crater is a star beast. You know, I'd say it's worth it to go over and defeat him. You get a really pretty cool item after defeating him, and then yeah. But if you're gonna come defeat him, bring your mimic or bring your any summons, a strong summons. Bring a very strong summons. I suggest there's a rock there. Not to give any spoilers, but I suggest you climb on the rock and try to use range battle. I would recommend range battle from top of the rock while your summons does his job on the ground. So yeah, otherwise, yeah, it's a fight. Come beefed up, come ready to go. All right, either way. So right there, crater, star beast, come beefed, bring your summons. All right, back to farming ruins. So Fingerstone Hill. So what I watched this gentleman do in the video is he came here and he would farm up to about midway here, I would say, and then run back to the site of grace. Now, obviously, you don't want to respawn, because if you have any buffs like your golden four-toed foot that enhances your ruins by 30% from the base game, and you have your golden scarab equipped again from the base game. But with the golden foot, it only lasts about 30 minutes and it increases by 30%. Well, if you have one of those buffs going on, well, obviously you don't want to respawn, because then you lose your buff. But if you just run back to your site of grace, you keep your buff. Now, here is the niche here. In the base game or any other, when you're farming for ruins, yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, rinse and repeat. But what I found is I went further than this spot than he did, a little bit further, and obviously there were more creatures to farm past this point. And obviously, lo and behold, you run up the hill to Grandma's house and you find another site of grace. And you don't have to run back to your original site of grace you started from in the rinse and repeat cycle. You can run from point A to point B, obviously, and just farm your little heart out. So there you go. So with that being said, let's see what Old Oak is working with here. And yeah, let's go to the equipment. And yeah, so obviously I have my sacred relic sword at level 10 equipped. I'm using the dry leaf seal to increase the potency of the golden wave. I have the gold scarab, again, you can find in the base game. I have the Godfrey icon. Again, you can use using this for charged attacks, which is perfect for the Sacred Relic Sword. And then just for a little protection, some Dragon Quest Great Shield Talisman. Then moving down here, again, I have run out. But if you have the Gold Pickled Foulfoot, again, found in and farmed in the base game. Also in the DLC, what they've brought in now, they have the Silver Horn Tender. Well, its counterpart is the Gold Horn Tender. It increases ruins by 40% after defeating your defeating. So it's a little bit higher payoff. Again, I've already ran out of those. So the only thing I'm working with is the Gold Scarab. Okay, enough of that. Moving on. Onward and upward. Or downward, because we're going downhill now. Now, as far as my build, I'm just going with aesthetics here. You know, if I was in a boss fight, yes, I would go full bull goat gear, because currently my poison is 97. With a full bull goat, I can get it to 100. But I think it looks really cool. You know, to me, it reminds me of an old Batman comic book issue where Batman was looked like a knight. You know, so I don't know. Just think it's cool. Yeah. I'm going with the Solitude Helm and the Solitude Armor, but I kept the Bull Goat Greaves and the Bull Goat Gauntlets. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Now, just for fun, I also have a few buffs. Obviously, the Gold Standard. It's not the Gold Standard, but it's, you know, I'm just saying the Gold Standard, you know. But obviously the Standard, and then I'm going with the Howl of Shabri. Now it's the Gold Standard. Yeah. So then, obviously, my relic, and then away we go. So, you see, I have marked my target there. And, yeah. I've marked my target there, and now we're going downhill, and this makes a difference in FP consumption because obviously less swings. Look at that, you know, all the way down the hill. Now I'm going to mark that dude, and you see where you can see faintly, you can see where the blue, my blue marker is. Yes. Okay, so, you know, let's see if my gold wave makes it all the way to my blue marker. Almost. And then you have these two outliers on the side you want to watch out for. Slight incline there. Ooh, I missed one. Yep, and if you miss, they wake up. And they do pack a punch when they fire their nail sorcery at you. Yep, they're awake. Look at that. Took them out, and I wasn't even. You can dodge, duck, and dive. If anybody's fans of dodgeball. Tuck and roll. There you go. Yep. I don't know. Those creatures to me, they look like a cross between a black mamba and a giant worm. I don't know. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, you can come over here, and if you look over the hill here, you see a bunch of mama and daddy finger spiders and all their little babies crawling around, creepy as hell. And yeah, here comes either mama or daddy. I'm not sure which one's which, but look at all the babies running towards mama. Feed me, feed me. Yeah, creepy. Stuff of nightmares, yeah? Look at, oh yeah, that's just creepy. Here they come. Oh, it's time for me to go. All right. So, you could continue on and, you know, farm those creepy dudes. Or just rinse and repeat. Now we're going to go back uphill. Now hopefully you can see all those piles of, they'd say it look like dookie, but yeah. They do look like piles of dookie, don't they? Oh, yeah. Giant cow patties. I don't know. It's pretty sick. So then I'm gonna, all right, go with the standard. Give a bit of a howl. Now, the trick here is, so now you're going uphill, yeah? Well, this means you're gonna have to use a little bit more FP because it's slower going up. See, it stops shorter than it would if it was going downhill, obviously, right? Gravity. So you're fighting against the incline. So, yeah, versus the decline. So your golden wave is not as long lasting as it would be coming from the bridge. I do see a rule, because I want to maximize. Oh, okay. See, you can see they pack a punch. Yep. You're not paying attention. I was going for that. I was distracted by a shiny object. Yeah, right? ADHD, right? Kicking in. So, there you go. Make sure nobody else is behind me. I didn't miss anything. Right? Oh, and that's the other thing. Yeah. Going uphill, you got to keep the tank full. So, I feel like with that music, something I missed, left something behind. No, nobody's chasing me. How the music changes and when something's near you. But yeah, it's like the Jaws theme, right? That'd be funny in this movie, in this video game, if that'd just be funny. Like a Jaws theme song every time something was near you. All right, so there you go. There you have it. So that's that. Hopefully this has helped. But yeah, what it resolves is the going back and forth. I think this is probably, for me, this is the best farming ground in the whole base versus the DLC of Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. So yeah, this is now my new favorite ruin farming ground. So yeah, all right. So if you like it, yep, handle it, have at it. Have a great day farming, and I'll see you in the Coliseum. And may the best warrior win.